Okay, we hear that the jury is ready, and that moment is almost here. Before we call on the representative of the jury to come up here, would like to say a few more thank yous to our sponsors.
Dazzle the dirt, stains, and fading out of your clothes by using the dazzling new washing powder with the dazzling foam made right here in our dazzling country, Malawi. Dazzle washing powder. The 3-in-1 Dazzle cleans, softens, and strengthens fabric. Dazzle, delightful wash, amazing clean.
Hi, my name is Aisha.
Ayesha is a hardworking young lady and the winner of Miss CFC's 2012 beauty pageant.
A few months ago, I started using Beautix, and I've seen a great improvement in my skin. It's now glowing, and it's also bringing out the beauty in me. Other than bringing out the beauty in me, I also know that by buying a Malawian product, I'm also helping the economy. When buying a foreign product, you're not only taking away forex from Malawi, but you're also taking away the jobs that Malawians can have. Buying Beautix is not only good for Malawi as a country, it's also good for people who live in this kind of climate, and it always brings out the beauty in you. That's why I choose Beautix.
You too can make the right choice and do your part to help the economy by buying Malawi's own Beautex, which brings out the glow of your skin. Beautex, it brings out the beauty in you.
I think you should take the other microphone. Thank you. I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a man from my town was made a member of a committee, and each time the committee sat, the president will attend, and there's this order of protocol. So he now thought that each time he meets his own family members, that's also the order of protocol that he will take. So he came back to the village and called a meeting and started from Your Excellency, the President, until he got to the members of the National Assembly. But I will not waste your time with protocols because I know that has been duly observed. And I'd just like to say good evening and welcome to the nomination night of the 2013 edition of the African Movie Academy Awards, otherwise called the African Oscars. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we approach the 10th year of the AMA is growing bigger and bigger. When we started in 2004, we got entries like 100, 150, and the highest we made last year was 384. But by this year, Africa proved that it's rising in the area of filmmaking. And when it was time to submit entries for the AMAs, we got 671 films. And so the problem became how to tackle those films. And so we approached the board of the AMAs and said, instead of the traditional 3 levels of screening that we used to have, we need to increase the levels of screening to 6. And of course, finance will be the considerations and all that. And she said, if we want to do it right, we must do it right. And so we had 6 levels of screening, and the very last one we had in Gambia for 10 days. And I'd like us to give a round of applause to the board of the AMAs for putting down money to make sure that we arrive at the nominations that we have today. Please, a round of applause for them. And of course, you expect that out of the 671 films, we will have films that are not there, films that are there, and films that really represent Africa. And this, in the last 10 days, the jury met, They watched over the films that were submitted to them from all the levels of the selection process, and they arrived at the nomination which I'm about to announce. But I'd like to say that we had very good competition. We had very good films in competition this year. And indeed, we have countries that ordinarily you will not want to mention when you are mentioning film-producing countries, but they have done films that we have in this competition. Indeed, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I must say that the competition for the 9th edition is so stiff, and I don't know what to expect when we get to the 2010 edition. And that is also to show that we are doing well as African filmmakers. Perhaps what we need is more funding. Perhaps what we need is the facilities that our brothers in other parts of the country have used to get our films to the Oscars. Who knows? By the next Oscars, we should have a film in competition there. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to do this alone. My colleagues who are in the jury will take their turns to announce the other categories. But let me quickly say that the jury will not be awarding any prize for the diaspora short film. The quality of entries we got there were not just what we wanted, what we thought should be considered for this year's award. So that will be handled when the other member of jury comes on to make the presentation. But maybe I should just quickly bring them here so that after I finish, they don't have to work up and down, and so that we can just quickly do the nomination and run off. The very first set of people that I'd like to invite to join me here is a member of the jury, Asantewa Olatunji. She's standing there. She's going to be joined by Ayuko Babu of the Pan-African Film Festival, Los Angeles, is a member of the jury, and is going to be joined by Benny Gobert. Benny. So they will take the first set with me. Please, a round of applause for these great film programmers who have dedicated their time to African cinema. AMA 2013 prize for Best Short Film. 1, Dead River is a Namibian film. 2, Elegy for a Revolutionary is a South African film. 3, Yellow Fever is a Kenyan film. 4, Kwaku Ananse is a Ghanaian film. Namo is a Zimbabwe film. Big Daddy is a Nigerian film. Release is a South African film. And then Burnt Forest is a Kenyan film. AMA 2013 prize for Best Documentary Films. Fueling Poverty is a Nigerian film. Gone to Tape is a South African film. Swimming the Zambezi is a South African film. Give Me Back My Home is a Kenyan film. And the African Cipher Fly on the Wall is a South African film. AMA 2013 prize for Best Child Actor. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the AMA admin will provide the names of the specific child actors that have been nominated in this category, and that can be looked up on the website. But the films that produce the best child actors are 1, Cobweb, 2, The Ugandan, 3, Mbambazi the Pardon, 4, Nina's Dowry, and 5, Swell in Bamako. AMA 2013 prize for Best Nigerian Film, and I need to explain this category. It's an endowed category, and so we are hoping that now that we have come to Malawi, by the next edition of the AMA, Madam President will sponsor a category for Best Film from Malawi. And so the prize for best Nigerian film is an endowed prize. It is not a prize endowed by an institution who want us to reward the best film from Nigeria. 1, Blood and Henna. 2, Heroes and Zeros. 3, The Meeting. 4, Confusion Nawa. 5, The Twin Sword. 6, Kokoma. 7, Okoro the Prince. AMA Prize for Best Promising Actor. 1, Belinda Effa, Kokoma. 2, Sumela Makuluva, Virgin Margarita. 3, Joseph Wairimu, Nairobi Half-Life. 4, Shonelo Umbuto, Ulanga the Mask. And 5, Karunwi Olakunle, the Twin Sword. AMA Prize for Best Film in an African Language. 1, Moi Zafira, Burkina Faso. 2, El Wani, South Africa. 3, The Last Fishing Boat, Malawi. 4, Nairobi Half-Life, Kenya. 5, Blood and Henna, Nigeria. 6, Sherifa, Togo. And 7, Kokoma, Nigeria. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'll now hand you over to Asantewa Olatunji to take you on the next set of nominees.
Good evening, Madam President, distinguished guests. I'm here to read the best films from the diaspora. And as Mr. Shivo said, we did not consider the nominations in the category for the best short film from the diaspora because we did not feel that the entries were representative of a particular genre. So there'll be no nominations there. The category, the AMA 2003 Prize for Best Diaspora Documentary, Fando Brazil, from Brazil and Guadeloupe. Number 2, My Thero Boys, from the United States. Number 3, Red, White, Black, and Blue, from the United States. The AMA 2013 nominations for the Best Diaspora Feature, Against the Grain, from the United States, Between Friends, from Trinidad, Tobago, and Stones in the Sun, Haiti, and the United States. Thank you.
Good evening, Madam President and distinguished guests. I'm going to read the AMA prizes for Best Animation. The nomination 1 is Tangenji's Doll from Namibia, Adventure of Zambezia from South Africa, Mission Impossible from Nigeria, Oba from Nigeria, and Lion of Judah from South Africa. The AMA 2012 Prize for the Best Film by an African Abroad, 13. Turning Point, U.S. and Nigeria. Assassin's Practice, UK and Nigeria. Last Flight to Abuja, UK and Nigeria. Bianca, U.S. and Nigeria. And Woolwich Boys, UK and Nigeria. The AMA 2013 Prize for Achievement in Production Design. Virgin Margarita from Mozambique. Eliwani from South Africa. The Twin Swords from Nigeria. The Contract from Nigeria. Contract Ghana. Blood and Henna from Nigeria. Okoro the Prince from Nigeria. Thank you.
May I introduce Benny Gobert.
Good evening, Madam the President. Good evening, Peace. Good evening, all the filmmakers, the actors. Good evening, Lilongwe. AMA 2013 Prize for Achievement in Visual Effects. We have 6 films. We have Okoro the Prince. We have The Twin Sword, Elewani, Last Flight to Abuja, Ulanga the Mark, and Awakening. AMA 2013 Prize for Achievement in Sound. We have Last Flight to Abuja. We have Streets of Calabar, Heroes and Zeros, Zama Zama, Virgin Margarita, and Nairobi Half-Life. AMA 2013 Prize for Achievement in Cinematography. We have 6 films. Virgin Margarita, Nairobi Half-Life, Ulanga the Mark, Swirl in Bamako, The Twin Sword, and Elewani. And finally, the prize for achievement in editing. We have Last Flight to Abuja, The Contract, Elewani, Nairobi Half-Life, Ulanga the Mark.
Your Excellency.